Hi, welcome back. So happy to come across you again as we're both walking our own individual journeys towards peace and happiness. You are practicing your way, and I am practicing my way. And we come together every once in a while to have a conversation. And I'm excited to find out what it is that you've discovered about yourself, about your interactions with others, and what you've discovered about peace and little things that get you there, that get you closer there. Life is suffering, so I'm sure that you've come across some challenges. You have to come across some challenges. When you start this journey, we have a tendency to ruffle some feathers. Some people notice it and they don't like our peace, they don't like our joy. And so they're going to push against. And I hope that you have had some of that actually, because without it, you can't grow. Today I want to share with you something that I discovered this last week, something that I think has gotten me closer to the peace that I'm wanting. And I'll share right from my journal. I wrote, know yourself. Know yourself. Try to understand the parts of you that kills your peace. Understand that thing in you, the thing in you that disturbs your peace. Strive to understand yourself. I realize that there are things that I do that appear to be healthy, that appear to be harmless, but later down the line disturb my peace. And I came to the realization that this is everyone's journey. Everyone has these tiny little habits that seem innocent, that seem harmless, but eventually are the cause of some of our suffering. Some things that disturb your peace are things that you are doing that you shouldn't. And other things that disturb your peace are things that you are not doing that you should be doing. So there are things that you're giving too much attention to, and things that you are not giving enough attention to. Your health, for example. I know that I've gone days without drinking water, like not a drop of water, because I've had too much soda. And there are times where I don't drink enough water, and I can feel it in my body, from the soda, the sugar that builds up in my esophagus, and the coughing up of phlegm every morning, the feeling groggy, the feeling, like super hyper and anxious because of all the sugar in the soda. And so I think I came to the conclusion that soda is doing more harm than it is good, as innocent as it seems, or I make it seem to be. So as of today, I no longer identify as a soda drinker. This is a little bit challenging for me because drinking soda is like an addiction. It really is. Some people might say they're not addicted to drinking soda, but it definitely is an addiction. I've quit soda before, but the moment that I start having one, I'm like, okay, another, and then I have it for breakfast, then I have it for lunch, and then I have it for dinner, and then before you know it, days with just drinking soda. That's bad. I know it's bad. I know it is. It's challenging in one end because I'm addicted to it, but it's easy for me on another end because I've been reading Atomic Habits by James Clear. And one of the things he points out in his book, and then I've also seen the masterclass in the app Masterclass. I'm not sponsored, so I'm not selling you a membership or anything like that. But he has a masterclass, and he points out that one of the best ways to kick any habit is to stop identifying as a person that does those things. So he explains it this way. He says, if you have two people who are interested in quitting smoking, they want to quit smoking, when they're offered a cigarette, one person will say, no thanks, I'm trying to quit. And the other person will say, no thanks, I'm not a smoker. The person who identifies as a non-smoker is more likely to be successful at kicking the habit because the other one still identifies as a smoker, but he's saying that he's trying to quit. So he still is a smoker, but he's trying to quit. So if I try to quit soda and I still identify as a soda drinker, it's going to be harder, because I just love drinking Coke and Pepsi. But if I stop identifying as a soda drinker, it's going to be a little easier to kick that habit. The harder part is going to be being consistent with my water intake. But that's the lesson, I guess, that I learned that I wanted to share with you all. To know yourself, to really go in deeply and ask yourself, what is it that's stopping you from having that peace that you want? It could literally be anything. Some people are addicted to like drama, like watching shows that are drama filled. And then those shows start to pour into your life, and then suddenly you start seeing the drama in your life and start creating drama for yourself. And in doing so, you create unnecessary problems for yourself, and then you're suffering. And those sorts of things keep you from having peace. So again, without overdoing it here, find out what it is that's keeping you from being happy and really look at it, okay? Because if you're serious about your journey towards peace, you have to really look at it. You got to be very careful because, like I said, I have these things that I say are innocent or they're harmless, right? I'm not harming anyone, right? So you got to be careful because when you look at those things, a part of your mind that is addicted to those things automatically want to tell you, hey, but nobody's getting hurt, really. It's harmless. It's, there's nothing wrong with it. You're not hurting anyone. And then you just fall right back into that addiction. And then before you know it, you are suffering. You're suffering. So look at it. Really, really look at it. And if it's causing you some kind of pain, no matter how innocent it is and no matter how harmless it appears, you got to kick it. If you really do want peace. Otherwise, stay in your suffering. But don't stay in your suffering. And I probably won't have any more conversations with you. But if you are serious, practice that. And then come back to me here and leave me a comment. I want to know what it is that you're kicking. I want to encourage you. And I want to walk with you and then have you practice, and then let's meet again later down the road and share what we have discovered and revel in the view. That's a lyric from Incubus, one of my favorite bands growing up. I'll see you further down the river. Peace.